What's up, guys? Welcome back to this week's pinball tournament video. Today we'll be talking about the one ball challenge we had on Goat Simulator, and then we'll be moving back to the Williams tables with the one ball challenge on Star Trek The Next Generation. I think that will be a good one ball challenge kind of table because it's a wide body and there's many ways you can play it. So as we're easing our way back into Williams tables, I think Star Trek Next Generation will be a great one, because it kind of plays like, a lot of these newer original tables, but it's still a Williams and it still has its own physics, right? But let's talk about Goat Simulator. And one of the things that I think is the biggest thing that I took away from this was that with certain pinball tables, with these Zen original tables, a lot of them have been based on big franchises and movies, right? So last week when we looked at The Princess Bride, that was based on the 1987 film of the same name. And so my enjoyment for that table increased after I watched the movie. After I watched the film, I could enjoy the table more. I was able to answer the questions on the Battle of the Wits mode. I understood where all the DMD scenes, what they were referencing. But that's not to say that you can't enjoy these tables by themselves, because I think you can. At the end of the day, it's just a pinball table. But I think when you watch, or when you're at least familiar with the theme that the table is based on, I think your enjoyment does get better. So, Goat Simulator is based on the franchise, the gaming franchise that started back in 2015. And so when this table was announced, I was kind of surprised because I didn't think that Goat Simulator was that popular. But as of today, I think there's three iterations of this game. So I was thinking to myself, would playing the game make my enjoyment of the table better? And I didn't do that, but I do have the game, and so I've played the game. I know what the game is about. It's really one of those sandbox type of games where there's no missions. You're just kind of doing what you want for fun. You're messing around with the physics, you're running into things, you're interacting with destructible objects. And that was really emulated on this table pretty well, with the farmer throwing those pickups that the ball would run into. When the game starts, you're shot out of a cannon, right? And so that's something that I think is worth noting, is being familiar with the table's theme. So, there's Marvel tables, there's Alien tables, and sometimes there's just original tables that are just original ideas that are not based on anything. But I do think it's worth noting and saying that if you're able to, watch the movie or play the game that the table is based on, I think you will get something out of it. And so another thing I liked with this Goat Simulator table was the way it was kind of designed with the karma. So as you would play, you would gain karma, and as you gain more karma, you could start different events in the Goat Tower. And so I think with this table, it was really dependent. It's one of those tables that's really dependent on modes and completing the modes. And so you'd have to know all the modes, how to complete them, and kind of test the waters, which one you like the most, which one was the hardest to complete. And remember, when you were choosing the events, you had different perks to choose from. So there's a lot of experimentation that goes on when you play these new tables. And that's what I think made this table good, and what kind of made it bad, because it was just so mode dependent. There was no other ways to really gain points except for the extra balls. So on this one ball challenge, you could gain extra balls, but of course you don't actually get an extra ball. You just earn a score amount, right? So on this table, earning an extra ball was worth 10 million. and you could get an extra ball from the Goat Awards, the random Goat Awards, or from the farmer when you collected the trophy. I even think there was another way where you could gain another extra ball. So that's like 30 million points right there. And so it kind of felt cheap in a way because it felt like they were giving so many points for extra balls, and then the modes themselves, I think I completed one or two and I only got like 5 million points, something like that. I think that I completed the ballerina one and the farmer one where you're impressing the judges. So really kind of weird that you could gain that many points that fast without really doing any modes. And the skill shot was really weird. Had you hitting the alternate ramps, and I felt like I didn't get any points doing that. Like I felt like I did that and I wasn't awarded anything. So skill shot I wasn't too pleased with, but I think some of the things that this table did are pretty cool. But I want to say that I think Goat Simulator, this table was really more catered for the casual player, and I think it's really meant for normal physics on a 3-ball classic challenge, because when you have, the use of the extra balls, you can kind of progress towards wizard mode, and it wasn't, that's not easy to do on a 1-ball challenge on realistic physics. So keep in mind that we are choosing, we're upping the difficulty a lot to overdrive, basically. And so a lot of people were excited about this table. When it was announced, Dracky Barks was really looking forward to it. Lauren was talking to me a lot about this table, and Geronimo sent me a video of him playing this week's challenge, which was really cool. So let me talk about the leaderboard now. The leaderboard was an open tournament, so we had around 24 people, 25 people, and it shifted. A lot of the scores were shifting throughout the week. I was at 4th for a while, and I got bumped down. I saw Dracky Bark score increase throughout the week. But in first place, we have Ref Jeff with 66 million points, and he pretty much held that spot once he got it. I don't think anyone beat Ref Jeff throughout the week. I think he was in first. So congratulations to Ref Jeff with that score, because I know how good it feels to be in first. It's just one of the best feelings in these tournaments. You play for fun, but when you can get in first, of course, you're going to enjoy it. And in second place, we had Geronimo in game with 50 million points. And this is the highest I've seen Geronimo in our tournaments. So when he joined, he was near the bottom for a lot of the tournaments, but to see him in second place with 50 million points is awesome. He's even said to me that he felt like he's gotten better by playing in tournaments and in 1-ball challenges. And that's something that I've noticed in my own play, is that 1-ball challenge, I think, really makes you a better player, because you're going to focus a lot more when you only have 1 ball as opposed to having 3, right? That this 1 ball is your one shot, right? So in third place, we have Dracky Barks with 49 million. Look how close he is to Geronimo. That's very close there. So second and third, very close. And Dracky Barks, as I said before, his score was increasing throughout the week, which is good to see. You always like to see people getting better, right? And so in fourth place is Carpy Sun with 47 million. 2 million below Dracky Barks, so also very close. And Carpy Sun took my spot. I was in fourth for a while, and then I checked, and I was bumped to fifth. So that's something that you need to keep in mind, is that your place on the leaderboard is not finished until the clock reaches 0, right? So I came in fifth with 37 million. Underneath me is Bad Jack Daniels in sixth with 34 million. 3 million differential there. And in seventh place, UTD 4000 with 32 million. 2 million differential between here. So very close, right? Going down here, we have 11th place, Fabled Scarab, 79 with 12 million points. Thank you to Fabled Scarab. He's always a consistent player in our tournaments, so I always make sure to shout out his name. Scrolling down, we have 15th place, Wombat in a Hat with 2 million points, close to 3 million. Wombat has been in our tournaments too for quite some time. And if I haven't called out your name, please let me know if you would like a shout out, because I'm only reading the names that I'm familiar with. I've seen Tish 393 Freddy's before, so I'll shout him out with 2 million points in 16th place. Going down, I think I've said everyone that I'm familiar with. So thank you all once again for playing in this one ball challenge on Goat Simulator. I hope you had a good time. And I just want to say, before I go into this week's one ball challenge, I want to say that I really enjoy doing and participating in these tournaments. Before, it kind of felt like an obligation or a chore, but I get a lot out of doing this. I get to revisit a table. I get to play pinball. I get to learn more about a table. I get to get better at it. But most importantly, I get to play with you guys. And pinball, you know, it's very much a solo experience, but when you can share it, when it becomes a shared experience, it's a lot better. And that's what we're able to do here with these weekly tournaments, is kind of compare scores, talk about it, and just have fun, you know, competing with people that we're familiar with, right? And also meeting new people. Like, you know, I just met Geronimo in game a couple months ago. Found out that he likes same things I do, movies, 90s movies, playing pinball in real life. And so I've met a lot of people throughout my, you know, playing pinball, which is really cool. So let's go. This week's challenge is closed, and the password is 0914. And here is the ID, 7DXP. And we'll put it here. Hopefully there's no problems. 0914. And let's go here. Okay,
welcome to the Enterprise. Good luck.
Changing my view. And I'm going to do a start mission here. And I think it chooses from a
Set
random.
coordinates for the Alpha Quadrant.
Oh. So it's going to be kind of getting used to the Williams tables again. Wow, come on, ball safe.
Had you propelled the ball on the proper trajectory, you would have been
But
rewarded.
I think it'll be fun, just because there's so many ways to play it, right? Okay, let's go again here. One more time. I want to get this video out. I actually had some computer issues. My RAM sticks went out, and I had to get new RAM. So hopefully that fixes
welcome
the
to
issue.
the Enterprise.
But I'm kind of curious if you guys had any, you know, personal experience with your memory, your RAM going bad and replacing them.
Engage.
Because I was getting, come on, ball safe. Wow. So this is a hard table as it is, but I was able, before I recorded this video, I got 330 million, and I got lucky. I started with a mission, and I started, you know, hitting all the lanes for that mission.
Welcome to the Enterprise. Good luck.
Okay, let's just try this.
Enterprise. The Ward have entered Federation space. Intercept immediately. That will be on the hour.
Course laid in.
Oh, come on.
Engage.
Oh, come on. I could have nudged there. But I'm just going to keep this video short so you guys can get playing. I hope you enjoy this one. Let me know if you have any trouble or issues getting in the tournament. And yeah, hopefully it's fun. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.